It's your boy King Bay. Today I'm coming with some people sending me messages. They told me not to tell their names because I guess they don't understand what I'm saying. I don't know. So I'm gonna explain this the best way I can for you do not understand me. What I mean by security wise, if you're gonna grow it in your house, growing it indoors is the most security wise that you want to ever go through, because basically it's more chances for you to get caught, so you got to do whatever you can to limit your chances of not getting caught. So I'm gonna go back over this right here, which is security is your problem. So like my number one security, my number one thing I tell people who's gonna grow it inside, I don't tell or brag to anyone about your garden, your special garden. Don't tell any loved ones, meaning your friends, families, cousins, sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles, grandmas, granddad, mothers, fathers, their mamas, fathers. So, just don't tell nobody, your girlfriend. Don't be bragging about it. Don't be saying shit like you the best grower in the world. Don't say no shit like that, because that shit make people get suspicious, and they start get suspicious about what you're doing. Number two, if you're gonna buy seeds online and supplies, like paying cash, or just use caution and read the FAQs and shipping policies, before you buy anything on the line. But you don't have to do that. That's only with seeds. You can buy all the rest of the supplies regularly. Never show anybody your garden. You can go on YouTube and show the pictures and videos. There's no surrounding that show your area where you live at. Don't pour it. Number four is don't pour any runoff water outside, because the police can easily pick up on the smells to see where it's coming from. So don't pour none of that water outside. Don't bag none of your trimmings, stems. Don't throw that in the trash, because it still smell like weed. Take it to when the trash people come, take that shit to them personally and put it down in there with a mask on. Only grow during the daytimes and the mornings, because police have thermal readers in the air. They can tell when the house is hot and warm in one area. But growing in the morning, the evenings, in the spring, summers, it kind of tricks the thermal thing. The thermal reader, it kind of tricks it, but it's illegal for them to use it anyway though, so it really don't matter about that. And my number 6 thing, growing space location, growing places where you can only places you can go, and make sure you don't the smell, the light, noise, none of that shit leaks and make people suspicious of what you're growing. Number one thing to get rid of smells is a carbon filter. You go on the internet, find one for your garden, put it in there. It basically sucks all the air from inside your tent or wherever the area you're growing at. It sucks the air in it, and it neutralizes the odor. And so that's a good way to get rid of smells. Or you can just light incense. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna light hella incense. I bought hella incense online from eBay a while ago. This is vanilla. You can go to www.incensehunt.com or search for them on eBay. So basically, what you do before you start growing, don't give anybody in your house, or if you stay with your parents like I do, don't give them a reason why you start doing incense. I started incense 4 years ago, but I'm just now using them. So I'm just not I'm just not using them just for growing, so to keep the smell in. So that's every time they come by my room or something, they smell just like these incense all the time. It won't smell like no cannabis or nothing. And one thing I can say, if you have an outdoor garden and to keep thieves and shit away, you probably want to get you, some kind of little protection or whatever. Something like that right now. Something like that. So, you probably want to get you something like that. But this ain't real, so don't y'all think that's real. That's a Crossman's CO2 powered handgun. I think it is, but it's a CO2 powered. Use CO2 cartridges and 1.77 cal pellets. So no, you can use that for outside and inside. If you want to keep niggas out your area or out your room. Cause I keep my shit loaded with pellets at all time, just in case some of my friends want to come up in my room and shit and think they trying to sneak peek in my where I'm growing my area. And I use like these pellets, 1.77 pellets right here with a point temp. And when this shit hit your ass with a fresh CO2, it'll hurt like fuck. So you can also use that like if you're growing outside and you see like animals and shit by your thing. Now if you pop one of them, it tells the rest of them not to go in that area because they'll die. So there's some good security tips. You can find this like on Amazon for like $45. You can find it on Amazon for like $45 some dollars. Same thing with these pellets, cheap. But your most bet for security growing inside is have some incense. Never give anybody in your house or any reason to make it think you suspicious of that you're gonna grow. If you got weed books, put them up in a safe place. Don't put them up under your bed. Don't put them in your dresser. Like if you got a TV or like a big screen TV, you can put them up under there. Anything like that. Just don't put it where people think you suspicious. But if you go by like my whole little security thing, or you go online, you will see what I'm talking about. So just do these shits and you won't really get caught. So get rid of smells, get a carbon filter, use incense, and that can control your weed smell. And security wise, basically this number one thing you just gotta follow. Just don't tell no damn body. Because when you tell somebody, they tell somebody else, then they tell somebody else, and then they tell somebody else, and then they overhear somebody talking about it. Then they get a suspicion, and the police can look into it, and they're like, oh, so-and-so growing weed. Do you know he stay? Yeah, I know he stay. What's his address? Police come to your house, beep beep. They got a warrant already to search the shit. Beep beep, you ain't got enough time because they got your house all cornered, so, hey, you can't throw it away. They should take it in the bathroom and flushing on the toilet or something I can really see you doing. But other than that, YouTube, that's all I can tell y'all about security. I hope them people who sent me the messages, you understand what I'm talking about now. So just have a list you go by. Basically, you got a list you can go by, you're good as shit. People who are prepared to grow it, normally it's the ones who don't get caught. People the ones who don't prepare for it are usually the ones who actually get caught, and the ones who be just like looking dumb and shit. So my first ones I'm gonna grow is the purple cheese. The second one is the purple kush. Third, auto pounder. And see, I added to my list that granddaddy purple kush. So I'm gonna see y'all later, YouTube. Those are the best security things that I can basically tell y'all, and y'all can go follow by, or you can read somewhere about it. But just be safe and secure when growing cannabis plants. And remember, it's illegal to germinate, it's illegal to grow it in the United States. So yeah.